for the leggings, you certainly can do so. Those will be coming up momentarily. But right now, we're going to focus on the Girl with Curves sweater peplum top. Now, this is the only order of the year on this as well. It is new this month, and this is your first look at it. $64.87, 5 payments of $12.97 goes away at the end of the day. You're looking at it on Kimberly in the navy. And talk about Girl with Curves. She's got all the curves in all the right places, and it looks so pretty on her in that navy with the legging. This is
She looks beautiful.
Doesn't she look great? She really does.
She does.
She's saying thank you. Here is the heather gray. And then we also have it in the black. And I love that what you've done so far, Tanisha, is create a buildable collection. The color palettes are designed to coordinate. So if you were to have picked up on the legging in the blue, then you can do a head to toe tonal look if you want to. So as you build your Girl with Curves collection, you'll be able to do some mixing and matching with it.
Right. You know, whenever I approach colors, the design always comes first and then we get into colors. I always like to think in terms of kind of creating a capsule wardrobe, you know, if you were going to look at the entire assortment this month, especially, and just, I like to make sure that you compare back things to everything else within the assortment. And this is one of those sweaters that looks amazing on everyone because it's that gorgeous peplum. It just gives you that little swing. I always feel like a peplum makes me want to dance. It makes me so happy. It shows off your waist, and then it's kind of a longer length. I love to do a tad longer length so you have a little bit of coverage through the hip. It covers your bottom. I love it paired back to that navy legging for that monochrome moment going on with Kimberly. But it also looks great with jeans. You can do it with the Girl with Curves denim jegging. There's just so many ways you can style this piece.
The wide leg pant would be pretty with it. A skirt would be pretty with it. So lots of different things. So in terms of this knit, this is once again that 60% cotton, 40% acrylic knit. Starting here at the top in that shaker stitch, you have a vertical shaker stitch with a shoulder that has a little box pleat on it. So it's going to lift that shoulder just a smidge. Fully fashioned, as you can see here, through the bodice, and then it gets down to just below or at the waistline, and that's where you'll see the horizontal knit where that peplum creates the float over the hips area. So that itself will also help to balance the hips. So if you're someone who carries a little bit more weight in the hip area, that's very flattering. And then Tanisha, I love this beautiful sleeve, this bishop sleeve that has the rib at the sleeve cuff. It has a billowy effect, but it's not too much. So it's not too exaggerated or too blouson.
I love that sleeve as well. I think it's so feminine and pretty. And I love that we did that extra long cuff, you know, so that it doesn't swallow up your hand. I know that happens sometimes with this style sleeve, but this one is so flattering, so pretty. I really love that little subtle pleat at the shoulder. It's gorgeous. Gives it just a little bit of puff. This is just one of those sweaters that's so special. Goes on over your head, easy, no fuss, but just a really beautiful piece.
Well, navy is now last call. So if you want the navy, we only have about 200 of those available. Heather gray, we have 100 remaining and only 300 of the black. Now, the images that you're seeing are that of the QVC big deal. But if you want that, you can ask about it. But the peplum sweater is what we're showing now. And I, again, invite you to place your order for it. If you have not had the opportunity to see the big, you go to QVC.com and you can look at it in detail there. But honestly, the shape on this and the design, the elements of this, I think is going to be a fun sweater to own. Plus, the crew neck on this that has that rib also is a little bit higher, so you have the modesty there, but then a whole palette that you can either add a beautiful scarf to, and Tanisha has done some beautiful scarves in Girl with Curves to add to our collection, or that statement necklace that you might want to add to it. So the navy, the heather gray, or the black, your choice, fewer than 300 between all three of these colors. New this month from Girl with Curves. Continue in the process of placing your order for that. I'm gonna have to get a couple of those myself. I love that silhouette.
I think you'd look amazing in it.
Thank you. All right, already 1,000 orders placed on the leggings since I joined you at